What's up, guys? It's your boy Justin. Welcome to Dungeons Podcast. Today I'm reviewing another found footage horror film, Banshee Chapter, which is directed by Blair Erickson, starring Katia Winters, Michael McMillian from True Blood, and I think he was also in the sequel to the um, Hills Have Eyes remake that came out, which is funny because Ted Levine is also in the movie, and he played the dad in the Hills Have Eyes remake, right? Which is like the second found footage horror movie we reviewed that had an actor from True Blood in it. which I used to love the True Blood TV show. So today we're reviewing Banshee Chapter, which is famous for, which is, I should mention, the movie is like an hour 27 minutes. It's famous for two reasons, this movie. One, for being a found footage horror movie about MK Ultra, and this movie is also pretty popular in the HP Lovecraft community because this movie takes inspiration from one of HP Lovecraft's stories, which is it's somewhat inspired by the same story that From Beyond is based off, right? If you ever seen that movie, which if you haven't seen From Beyond, great movie, check it out. So yeah, this movie, holy crap, man! This movie, it's on Tubi, so that should tell you something, right? And yeah, this movie's on a lot of top 10 like found footage horror movie lists, and honestly, dude, oh boy, the movie is about what's his name? Michael McMillian. Yeah, Michael McMillian character who's this young aspiring writer named James, who was writing a documentary about the MK Ultra experiments, which were real. It's been confirmed. There's a famous Bill Clinton speech from the 90s where he apologized for all the messed up stuff the CIA was doing to people, right? For people who don't know what MK Ultra was, what we do know is that the government was experimenting with drugs in an attempt to try to find a way to mind control people, right? And the movie's about that, mostly about how like the CIA was testing DMT on people, right? Which the movie they referred to as DMT-19. I don't know if that's a real DMT drug. I don't know. Ask Joe Rogan about it. He loves the DMT, right? So yeah, James McMillian's character decided to experiment with the drug while being filmed by his friend, and when they did that, weird stuff happens, right? Where the weird radio broadcast played on the radio of a kid reading off numbers, some kind of presence outside their house, and James goes missing, and 70 hours later, his friend who was filming the whole thing goes missing. So like the main character of the film is this British chick, I forget her name, I think, what was Anne or something? Anne, right? Who, she goes by Sarah in the movie also because she's a journalist, right? So yeah. So Anne also, Anne was in love with James, and they were best friends in college, right? And she goes on a journey looking for her boyfriend, right? Her friend that she's in love with, right? Where she interviews people, right? Gets sent tapes by her editor or whatever, her boss, right? Where they show archive footage of the MK Ultra experiments, right? And she, based off a clue, right, that she got from her boss, right? She figures out that her friend was supplied by the DMT-19 from a famous author, Thomas Blackburn, who's played by Ted Levine, who's obviously based off Hunter S. Thompson, the Gonzo journalist, right? Which I still need to watch. Like, I've seen Fear and Loathing, which was a Terry Gilliam movie on Hunter S. Thompson, but I still need to see the one where Bill Murray plays him, right? Sorry if I sound like I have a cold. I've been sick on and off for like a week now. Yeah. So the movie, yeah. So at first she tries to talk to Ted Levine's character on the phone, right? He's like, you're a journalist? Fuck off. You want to know the name of my latest book? Fuck off. Right? So yeah, she eventually ambushes him at a bar, pretends to be a big fan, gets invited to a party where Ted Levine's character, the Hunter S. Thompson character in the movie, which he's the best part of the movie, honestly. But yeah, don't expect too much because the dialogue in the movie is not that great. Oh my god! But yeah, like what happens? He throws a party, he invites her to a party where it's just her Ted Levine's character and his chemist, Callie, right? Where they take the DMT-19 drug and all hell breaks loose, right? When one of them starts to see weird shit, which there's an intruder, and they figure out where the broadcast is coming from, which the movie takes place in Nevada, right? Which is not the first found footage movie to take place in Nevada. There's been a couple, right? If it's actually even shot in Nevada, you know how it is. Where they go into like a secret base and they try to destroy the where the broadcast is coming from, right? So I'm gonna go in my likes and dislikes for the movie. Alright, holy boy. Let's go into my likes for the movie first, okay? I like the overall premise of the movie, right? That has mostly to do with the subject matter and like some of the inspirations, right? I like the story of the movie. Ted Levine was great in the movie, even though this was probably a low budget found footage horror movie. He was great in the movie, even though some of the dialogue he was given was not that fucking great. Oh my god. But yeah, he did a good job of playing like a Hunter S. Thompson character, and I liked how he did like a subtle impression, right? And for people who don't know who Ted Levine is, like he was also Buffalo Bill in the Silence of the Lambs movie, so you know the guy's a good actor, right? And yeah, he was great in the movie, right? Now we're going to go into bad things about the movie. Holy fuck! So this is like a found footage horror film where it does the thing where it's like it starts off like a documentary, and then it's shot like, you know, there's a guy holding a camera, right? Like in a lot of found footage horror movies, right? You never get told who the fucking guy is who's holding the camera. And there's points in the movie where for him to get the shot, right, he would be standing in the corner of a room or in the middle of a room or whatever, right? And nobody fucking reacts to the guy holding the camera to the point where you kind of see him in the beginning of the movie where he's riding along in the car with Callie, right? Not Callie, Anne's character, right? Katia Winters' character. But he's never referenced, and they never talk about him, right? To the point where, dude, holy fuck, dude. Like, it's like, I've never seen a fucking found footage horror movie where they forget that the guy holding the camera is supposed to be a character. They never say who he is. They never acknowledge him, right? It's like the movie forgot it was a found footage horror movie, right? And the movie is very much shot like a found footage horror movie, right? Holy fuck. But yeah, that's the main fucking problem with the movie. It breaks like the golden rule of found footage horror. To the point where like the movie almost is like the movie almost shouldn't be considered a found footage horror movie, but it's obviously shot to look like one. So it's like, what the fuck? It's like, oh my god, it's so fucking dumb. I couldn't believe that fucking shit. That's my major problem with the movie, that the movie just fucking does not acknowledge the cameraman, or like they forget that the cameraman in these found footage horror movies are supposed to be also a character, and they just, it's like, what the fuck, dude? It's so fucking crazy. And for people who are like, oh, it's not actually a found footage horror movie, it's shot like one, it's edited like one. It's on a lot of found footage horror movie lists, man. Don't give me that bullshit. Holy fuck. And then the dialogue and sometimes was bad. You could tell like the movie, you know how like people, like this was a criticism that a lot of movies had, like you don't really hear it that much more, like, oh yeah, this guy doesn't know how to write female characters, where you have the opposite, where okay, the female writer / director doesn't know how to write male characters, because the male characters like did not come off like you know, the writing, you could tell like, oh yeah, it was a woman who wrote this, right? Because like the way the guy characters talk, okay, guys don't talk like, yeah, they don't talk like that, right? Like you wouldn't say P instead of like Hunter S. Thompson character goes into a bar, right? Which for the cameraman was in the middle of the fucking bar when the guy came in, and then mysteriously it cuts to he's in the corner now. Zoom in next to like, you know, fucking Hunter S. Thompson's character while he's at the bar, right? And he's complaining about how like fucking Nazi fucking cops arrested him because he was peeing in his front yard. He would be saying pissing. You know, men say pee or whatever when you're referring to like dogs or kids or whatever. You don't refer to yourself as peeing, right? You're not a little kid. You say piss. Grown men say piss, right? When referring to themselves, right? Holy fuck, dude. So it's like, yeah, that was like, what the fuck? The dialogue at times. And there are cheap jump scares. The ending for the movie was retarded. It was very bad digital effects. And then like they did the other cardinal sin where, you know, people want, like, I know the reason why I enjoy, you know, H.P. Lovecraft movies. Not just because of the concept and themes, but also because of the cool monsters, right? And there is a monster in the movie, but you never get a clear look at him, right? So, but other than the fact that he had elongated fingers, right, and was obviously like a, you know, a possessed corpse that was altered to become monsters, you know, you never get a good look at the fucking monster in the movie, right? Which reason why, I don't, other people might disagree, but one of the reasons why I love H.P. Lovecraft movies, which is, the movie even name drops H.P. Lovecraft, for fuck's sakes, right? Even says, you know, it says like, it's weird how the CIA, like, you know, experiments mimic like the story, mimic the shit from this H.P. Lovecraft story, right? Oh my god! So yeah, that they should have, would have been nice if we actually got to see the clear shot of the monster, right? Even if it looked bad, I would have cared as if we've seen it, right? But yeah, that sucked. And also the twist of the movie, you saw, like, the twist was like you saw from a mile fucking away, right? Like, I'm not gonna even talk. Like, the twist was like lame. You saw it fucking coming, right? And like, also, like, the movie really fucked itself by killing. I'm just gonna spoil it. They killed fucking Ted Levine's character. You should have maybe kept him alive for maybe sequels, because he was the best part of the fucking movie, right? Yeah. So that's I kind of get why he would, you know, why he died, but come on, man, fuck. So that sucks. So where are we at? I have 2 likes and I have 4 dislikes. So that makes the movie, for people who don't know how reviews work, for every like, you know, you start at 5, every like you go up 1, every dislike you take 1 away. So we would be at 7, right? If we include the likes. But because we have 4 dislikes, we take that away. Doing the math, 3 out of fucking 10. Is it that bad of a movie? I would say by found footage horror movie, you know, for found footage horror movie fans, if you're like, you love your hardcore found footage horror movie fan, this movie is at least like, you know, a 6 out of 10, a 5 out of 10. But as a movie, it's a fucking 3 out of 10. Bye.